I'm now going to show you how to create a quiz in Moodle. To start off, you go to Add an Activity and you choose Quiz. When you choose it, it'll load up a new screen that lets you choose what you want to call, and basically it's the basic settings for the quiz. So we're going to call this Quiz 4. And it's going to be the quiz about everything. Down here in the timing section, we have a few options that are important to mention. Open the quiz and close the quiz. These let you actually set a time to open and close the quiz. So if you want to set a quiz to be only available for the first 20 minutes of a class, then you can do that. If you want it to be only available through certain days, you can do that through these options. Another nice one is the time limit, where you can actually set a time limit for how long they have to do the quiz. So this is good if you don't want them having to go, or you don't want them going to like Google or something to find their answers. You want to make sure that they actually have it in their mind. You can set the time limit to maybe 5 minutes. So once they start the quiz, they have 5 minutes to finish it. And after the 5 minutes, what they got done is what they get. The time delay between first and second attempt. So if you give them multiple attempts, you can say, well, you can try once, but then you have to wait 30 minutes until you can try a second time. And then the same deal for time delay between later attempts. The actual attempts here. So this is where you can choose how you want them to take the test. So if you only want them to be able to take a test once or twice, you can set that here up to 10 or unlimited. So I think the default's unlimited. I'm just going to leave it on unlimited. Each attempt builds on the last. So this is kind of weird. You can choose to allow them to see the results of their last attempt in their current attempt, so they can kind of, I guess, compare answers. And I just leave it off unless you really want that. And that's good for the attempts. The grades. So this is how you want to grade a quiz. There's a few ways. There's the highest grade, so that's obvious. If they have multiple attempts, they can keep trying it until they get a grade they want. Average grade, which means that they can try as many times as they want, but it's going to take the average, so they don't want to just they want to get good every time. First attempt, so although you let them try unlimited times, their first attempt will only be counted. And last attempt, which is they can try unlimited times, but only the last one will actually matter. Security. So this is good if you want to give a quiz to maybe multiple classes, but the classes don't happen at the same time. So you say you want there to be a password that you would give to the first class. They fill out the test, and you come back here and you change the password right afterwards so that they can't just get into it right away. There's also browser security, and from my experience, this doesn't work very well. If you know some stuff about computers, you can get around it pretty easily. So I wouldn't rely on it as like a perfect way of keeping your students from going to Google. Overall feedback. This area lets you set the feedback for certain grade ranges that they might get on the quiz. So let's say between 80 and 100%, I want to say, you need to put the percent sign in there. You want to say very good. And then maybe between 60 and 80% you want to say, great job. But then between 0 and 60 you want to say, come see me. So this will, depending on the grade they get for the quiz, they'll get a different message at the end. And you can add more feedback fields if you want to have a bigger range. So I think that's all the settings here. So I'm going to save and return to the course. And we can now see that the quiz has been added. So this has been how to create a quiz in Moodle. Thank you.